Hi, I'm theciaellis, and welcome to Grandma's Homestead. I am way overdue for a homestead update, so that's what we're going to do this morning. It's early morning. I just got finished doing the chores, so maybe things will be kind of quiet around here. We'll find out. So, I'm talking about animal-wise. You never know. So, one thing though, we had 4.75 inches of rain fall last night, so it is wet out here. But let's look and see. I've been gone. I know I was gone for only gone for 2 weeks, but then I was trying to recover after that, and it just seems like it's been forever since I've been doing anything that I'm supposed to be doing. I don't know. I'm getting there, but let's get started. Here's my porch. There's not much has changed on it. This poor thing needs more water than what it gets half the time, and it starts looking puny, and then I water it finally. I watered it last night, and it recovers nicely each time. And you could tell it's August. It's mid-August. It's struggling, and I need to do some pruning of some of my herbs and stuff, and hopefully I can get that in the next couple of days. We'll have to see. But yeah, it was like mainly, it got to like 102 degrees, but the heat index got to 222 degrees the other day, so that's hard on anything. I'm not really showing you this. This is from, kind of one of the earlier storms a few weeks ago, a month or so ago. I need to get out here and fix this buckling and put that back together, and I have not yet. My trail to the orchard has gotten overrun with blackberry vines. Made it a little difficult to get through there. Alright, this is the only tree that's left in the actual orchard. This is a pear tree, and they're still looking small. I don't know if they're going to get much bigger than that. It's hard to say, but we're told that these are not going to be ready to harvest until fall, so at least I can keep an eye on it, and I haven't missed this. I've missed everything else so far. We have had lots of deer running around. Looks like they're down here too in the orchard area, so we've had them on our property, and I've seen them all along the sides of the roads. Looks like the berries on this one type of sumac bush have started turning red, if that is indeed sumac, because like I've said in the past, they don't look like the same kind of sumac. I'll show you the other one here in a few minutes, but yep, they're turning red, and I guess I can kind of do some research and see what they actually are. This is a sumac I was usually seeing, and I know that they had some berries on it one time, but I'm wondering, look at all that, all those caterpillars. Wow, there's more there. Goodness. But you think they would have eaten, no, they couldn't have eaten all the little clusters of berries. Maybe it's still too young, early in the year for them. I don't know. But daggum, that's a lot of caterpillars. And that's Beethoven underneath there that's shaking. That's a lot of worms. Goodness. I kind of hesitate to show this to you because obviously they definitely need to be moved, and they're all wet. Actually, they're not looking too bad, especially as much rain as what we had last night. I've got one duck over there that's trying to figure out how to get in, and that's kind of been an issue. They keep getting out, and they're just laying eggs wherever, and the grass out here is so tall, and I don't know where all my eggs are. So my chicken egg production is down, I think because of the heat. The duck egg production is down probably because there's probably some nests out here somewhere. Oh, and those are my other ducks. I gotta do something. We'll show you those here in a few minutes too. I do have the parts I need to get the electric fence set up for these guys. I just want to make sure that everybody's in before I actually turn the electric fence on, and get that taken care of. But yeah, I think I can get this where I can make it electrified and keep these birds in. Let me see if I can go let her in. It was right there. Finally, she's in. All right, these guys are looking pretty pitiful. This roof is working out quite well, but the rain was really blowing hard last night, so I don't think that anything would have kept dry last night necessarily. And these guys are a pitiful mess too, but they're doing pretty good. I guess actually they don't look too bad considering what they went through last night, so I guess that's okay. He's looking a little rough, but I think his feathers are supposed to look like that about this time of year. I don't know. Oh, looks like the wind blew over a tomato cage. Somehow that doesn't surprise me. These guys are looking pretty good. In general, everything is way overgrown, as you can well imagine. And I was being gone, I didn't harvest my cabbage. Yeah, there's way overgrown more than I had anticipated. There's some pepper plants, and there's some peppers on them. And I think, well, this is one of the squashes, but I'm trying to decide which one it is. Tom told me he planted one of those Tromboncino squashes. So we got a squash there, and got one here. I think this is the Tromboncino squash plant. And I am curious to see how it ends up doing. I don't know, we'll see. And I think that's a yellow squash. Oh, there's some blossoms on it too, so we'll get some more here pretty soon. This is so overgrown you can't even tell what's in there. That's the way our life is. This tarp actually held up to last night's storm, but I'm not sure how bad the wind was. It was definitely rain. And you can tell these guys are definitely ready to put in with the rest of the flock. That's going to be one of my next projects very soon, because I'm going to need this pen for some chicks I got coming in soon. Tom has worked some on these blackberry plants and some elderberry plants, but once again we don't have, oh, there's some poke that's doing good. But I actually got out here and was able to get some mowing done. You can see where the asparagus, we've let it grow up. I've got a lot more mowing to do, but I got at least, and we missed the grapes. That was so heartbreaking for me because, you know, over time, I mean, yeah, I've got a lot of dead stuff. I need to prune. There's so much work to do, but the least I could have done is get out here and pick the grapes. And I wasn't here, and I didn't get it done. We do have a few apples of these 2 or 3 apple trees that are here. And they're not looking real healthy, but there are apples anyway. If nothing else, we can feed them to the pigs. These are 2 different trees here too. There's one here, there's one over here. These are making big apples. Now these are ones, I know I've told you this in the past, but these are ones I have I planted from seed. And I had them labeled when I first planted them. I have no idea what their varieties are. And of course, because they're from seed, they're not true to type. But Tom's saying things to think most of these taste pretty good, but that's actually got a pretty decent size to it, so that's cool. Okay, she's hard to see in this overgrowth. But there's Daisy. I've got her closer to the rest of the pigs, and I'm hoping it helps. I'd like to eventually get it to where they can, she can have at least one companion, if not put her in with the rest of them. But yeah, she's got grass or weeds, something, and she's doing a pretty good job of knocking it down, so that's pretty cool too. The piglets are just, oh, look how deep that mud is. I'm telling you, we had a lot of rain last night. Piglets are doing good. I ended up naming the male. I don't remember which one's the male. They're hard to tell. Name the male. That's him. He is Wilbur. So I've got Wilbur, and I've got Oscar, and I've got these 3 females. One of these females, I think it's her, is smaller than the rest of them. So at least I can tell enough with her and maybe try to figure out a name for her. And then I've got to figure out what to do with these other 2. It's so deep. The mud is so deep. But you know what? I get frustrated when they were getting out all the time, but actually in general, they do pretty good. Oh, look, these 2 are conversing with each other. Oh, no, he's just pooping and she happens to be there. But actually, I'm thinking about putting him in with her, even though he's too young for mating or anything. I still think that's what I'm going to try to do, is put him in with her and then get to know each other. When he does get big enough, he can mate Daisy. And I guess I'll just find a different boar for Waddles down the road. My plans change all the time, so I don't know. It's hard to say. And there's Yoda. He's the one that we castrated. And he's lost his earpiece, his ear tag, but I guess it's okay because he's the only spotted pig I have left. I've enjoyed these guys most of the time. They're fun. They're fun to watch. I'm enjoying this breed as a general rule. And you know what? She doesn't get that much food, but golly, she's big. So I'd like to see her try to have another litter and see if she's more successful next time, but we'll have to see. One thing Tom has been doing is he's been harvesting his tomatoes, and he's made some tomatoes for me. I got some quarts there, some quarts there, and I believe that those are some, no, that's, well, that says, I think there's pints underneath there of tomatoes. And we've got, some salsa that we had made early on. So Tom has been real good about getting some canning done, because I just have not, but that's the way it goes, I guess. So that's a little bit of an update so you can see what's going on around here. You can tell that Tom has been busy, at least canning. He had to take a week of vacation while I was gone just to try to cover the stuff that I do around here. And obviously you can tell by looking how much is overgrown that I didn't keep up with it beforehand. And part of the problem is even when I was that mowing that I was doing out in the vineyard, the mower had 2 flat tires. It was really frustrating. And I've tried buying tires for the front end, and I'm having trouble finding them. But yeah, it seems like equipment is always an issue here, and so that's kind of a frustration thing for me. But it's not just kind of a frustration thing for me, it's a big frustration thing for me, but that's okay. But at least you got an update, you know what's going on. And my gosh, it's wet out there. I've even had some stuff wash away. Not bad, but you know, the driveway needs some work again. So I guess I'm going to have to teach myself how to drive the tractor so I can start learning to bush hog and grade the driveway and stuff like that. I'll figure it out. It is middle of salt boss season. Kenzie has hurt her knee though, and she's hurt it bad enough that she's on a brace and actually crutches to try to rest it. The initial thing when we took her to a minor emergency clinic the other night is I think that she has a meniscus tear. So we have a doctor's appointment tomorrow, and to schedule an MRI and see how that goes. And this has been so hard. Softball is the game she likes to play, and she's gotten to play 1 game so far. She's handling it well. I'm really proud of her. But she's not getting to play softball, and because she can't stand the new job that she got, she can't work at her job either. So her life's been a little bit turned upside down, but she's handling it well, and I'm really proud of her. So that's all I got today, but I do want to remind you guys, October, I think it's 14th and 15th, the Reliance Festival in Camden, Tennessee. It's too late for the early bird tickets, but I think it's $95 a ticket now. And guys, there's going to, well, Joel Salatin's going to be there. There's going to be a lot of people there, and I forgot to look up the names of them and stuff, but I'm planning on being there too. And I'm going to be there. I'm going to be running a booth, and it's mainly going to be my friend's stuff for, she does tallow skincare, and she's called Healthy Heifer, and she does some really good stuff too. She's got some cream that I'm looking forward to getting for one of my husband's cousin. She's going to have to start having radiation therapy for breast cancer, and this woman says that when she herself had gone through it, that she used this cream, and the doctors are really thrilled with how her skin looked. So I'm going to have a whole table with a Healthy Heifer skincare. I'm hoping to have some of my mugs there, and I'm going to be handing out some stickers and stuff too, and I really hope to see you guys there. I'd love to see you guys there, and I'd love for you to sit in on a whole bunch of these guys. They're going to have demonstrations and stuff too, but they're also going to have some really excellent speakers. So I think it's October 14th and 15th, the middle of October, Camden, Tennessee. I have a link down below. Use that to get your tickets, and it's an affiliate link for myself. It won't cost you anything more, but I'll get a little bit of something for it. All right, guys, I gotta get dried off. I've had some other issues going on too for some reason. I think it's when we were wrestling with Oscar before I went to Florida. In one way or another, my left knee is real swollen. It doesn't necessarily hurt, it just is very swollen, and then my left Achilles tendon is very swollen and tender, and I have not been exercising, and I'm going to try again today. There's a Zumba class. I haven't been to Zumba forever, and apparently there's a new instructor, and I'm looking forward to checking her out. So I'm going to get back in the gear. I'm going to do what I can and do the best I can and keep on chugging. All right, guys, God bless. I'll see you next time.